What's up everyone, Michelle Alexandria coming at you with a review of Escape Plan on 4K UHD. Escape Plan stars Arnold Schwarzenegger and Sylvester Stallone together for the first time ever. I know what you want to say. You want to say, Michelle, Schwarzenegger was in the Expendables. Yes, but that was a glorified cameo. This is the very first time that the two star in a movie together. And if you're a child of the 80s, I was probably like 2 years old in the 80s, you understand the significance of that. You grew up with these two people at the height of their action star powers. So it's a lot of fun watching these two on camera together. Now, let's talk about the video quality. I really can't talk about the transfer because I don't know any of the technical specs on this transfer, and I really don't care if it's 2K or 4K DI or how it was shot or how it was filmed. What I care about is the finished result, and the finished result of this movie is it looks beautiful. It is a sharp, clean image. It's not gonna blow you away, but it's enough to make you interested in seeing more. And it looks great. I mean, in terms of colors, it's not a very colorful movie, but it's also not a dark and gray movie either. The colors are kind of just bright blue sky, kind of blue sky bright. There are actually no real dark scenes in this movie, so I can't even comment on if everything's inky black or not on this. So it's a pretty solid transfer. Most of the film has like industrial lighting throughout the entire thing. There are really nice hues of blues, yellows, and intent to it, but there's nothing that's going to make you go wow. It's kind of like you walk into a store, you see 4K for a few minutes, and you're like, wow, that looks really good. I want to see more of this 4K. It's not enough to make you buy a TV, but it's enough to make you keep looking. That's how I would describe the 4K HDR and the 4K HDR transfer on this disc. It's really nice, it's sharp, it's clean, there are no flaws at all, and that's actually kind of the problem. There's no DNR, the faces are really sharp and clear, there's no grain, it's just perfect, it's too clean. That's my issue with the transfer, it's just too clean. But it's a solid transfer. I will probably give the transfer a B. And the audio quality is a mixed bag. This does feature Dolby Atmos soundtrack, and as you know, I have a brand new Dolby Atmos sound setup, but I can't quite figure out how to get it to work right. So my Dolby Atmos soundbar actually mixed it down to DTS 7.2 to 7.2 mix, and I never once felt like there was a distinction between the channels, and I don't know if that's my new sound setup or if it's the mix itself, but I never felt like there was a distinction between the two channels. I just felt like sound was coming from all around me, but I never felt like, there were people walking over here, there was gunshots coming from back here. I never felt that at all. It was just kind of like, boom, just a wall of sound all around me. Like when I watched The Matrix, I felt that. When I watched The Matrix, there were scenes where I felt like stuff was coming from behind me, from the front, from the left to right channels. I did not feel that at all here. But there is some nice crunch to the bass, like during some of the fight scenes, when they're punching each other, you can really feel that crunch. And when they hit the floors, or during the prison riots when things were breaking, you really felt that. You really felt that impact. And that was really nice, really lovely impact. I really like that part of the mix, but the rest of it is nothing to write home about. It's decent, but like I said, there's nothing to write home about. In terms of extra features, there are a lot of extra. There are about over an hour of extras, including the director's commentary track. There's 3 featurettes that are over 20 minutes each. One of them is a featurette that features Schwarzenegger and Stallone talking about the significance of them being in this movie together, which is really great to watch because I'm like, yeah, I was like 2 years old in the 80s. 2 years old in the 2000s as well. So I do know the significance of these two being here. And there's a digital copy code. Since this is an early release, the digital copy code doesn't work yet, but there's no reason why it wouldn't update the 4K UHD. Lionsgate is normally really good about providing 4K digital copy codes, and my and it's been available on Apple TV and 4K Dolby Vision for about 4 months now. And it actually automatically upgraded my old HD version of this movie to 4K Dolby Vision. So I don't know why it wouldn't provide, why Lionsgate wouldn't provide a 4K digital copy code. So overall, this package is a solid B package. It's not reference quality, but it's not a bad movie to watch on the weekend, and not a bad movie to show off 4K to your friends. It's not going to embarrass you if you put this in. You're like, 4K is awesome, 4K is awesome. Here, take a look at this. You're not going to be embarrassed by throwing this in your machine. It's going to make people want to see more and better. But this is a decent overall package.